Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video. I've got this old Craftsman leaf blower. I tried to start it up about a week ago and realized that it would not start, so took the carburetor off and I looked at the metering diaphragm and it was wrinkled and had a hole in it, which is not good. So I went ahead and bought a new one, and yeah, that's what we're going to be replacing today. And this is what a metering diaphragm looks like. It's flexible, and it's just meant to tell how much fuel the carb needs to give to the engine. I'm going to start by taking the carb off of the leaf blower. And I will be doing a test run by the end of this video as well. Alright, so I didn't film the other part, but I actually put new gas lines in because the other ones were rotted and old, and well, they fell apart when I was taking the carb off. And now we're onto this. This is the carburetor. The metering diaphragm is right back here, underneath this little panel, this little plate right here. So I'm going to take that off. Okay, one screw down. And these screws don't have to be on here very tight because this is a bit more of a sensitive part of the carb. I mean, all of it's sensitive, but you don't want these screws to be over tightened or else it's not going to work correctly. Now we've got one more left. Okay, so now we've got this off. So yeah, now we've got the carburetor and then this panel with the diaphragm on it. Here is the metering diaphragm. So if I take this off and flip this around, make it easier for you to see. You can see this little gap where there's light. It's hard to show right now. I'm trying to find the other one. But there's a, yeah, there's a big hole right there. This is not meant to peel up, but it is. See, that is really bad. Yeah, that is garbage. So we're gonna throw these out, and now we have our new ones right here. So here are the two. This is the gasket for the diaphragm, and here's the actual metering diaphragm, which, as you can see, looks new. No holes in it. It's very flexible. So yeah, we're gonna put this onto the carb now. So I'm going to start by taking the gasket, and this goes up. This little area on the top goes up, just like that, right into these little slots. It's hard to see, but right into those slots. And then this goes right on top of it, just like that. I'm just going to start by taking one and screwing it in a little bit. And we'll take another one, screw this in a little. Okay, now I'm going to take my screwdriver and I'm going to screw these back in. Alright, now I'm going to tighten this down a little bit. There, and one more. Alright, there we go. My little kit of mine came with another diaphragm and another gasket. This one is, I actually don't really know what this one's called, but it goes on the other side, the side with the purge bulb right here. And yeah, so we're gonna take this off and then we'll replace those as well. That one was actually on kind of tight, which is pretty good. You don't want to have this like super tight, but this will leak gas if you don't have it tightened down. So there's one screw, and here's the other screw. So yeah, now this comes off, and this is where our other diaphragm is, which this one looks like it's in good condition already. I'm gonna take the gasket off, which is actually kind of stuck on here. There you go. Now we've got the gasket off, and now I have these new ones that I'm going to put on. I believe it goes on like this. So now we have the gasket on, now we have to put this on, which it goes on just like this. We can go ahead and take the carb and reinstall it back in. There we go, so it clipped back in. Now I can take my purge bulb and put it back on top just like this. And then I can take my screw, I can screw these in just like so. Now I'll take this and tighten them on. Okay, now I'm going to tighten this down a little bit. Okay, put the gas lines on first. So I'm going to just put these on. I'm going to put the throttle back on. Now we're going to take this, and it goes on this way. Now, I believe we are ready for a test start. So I'm going to throw some fuel in here, and we're going to give it a couple pulls and just see if it'll fire up. We're going to go ahead and try and start this up now. I want to make sure this is on too. Alright. That's a good start. Alright, I'm going to try that again, see if it needs to warm up. I'm going to try adjusting the throttle screw. There might be something else wrong with the carburetor. That's all I can really think of. I think I'll take this back apart and I'll keep you guys updated if I find anything. Update on the leaf blower. I took the carburetor back off and I actually put the metering diaphragm and the gasket on backwards. So I took that apart and I put it back together the proper way. And I actually started it up last night off video and it did run. So we're gonna try and start it back up again and tune it up if it needs any. Alright.